where did keep your spindles turning and earning really come from? So I started on the shop floor. I was operating a twin turret dual spindle Hawachion, running production on hubs. I had a target, not uncommon in manufacturing, for the day for the shift. And during my training, they're like, look, break it down by the hour. It'll let you know where you're at. And then you can figure out your pace and everything else. So I worked that out, and it took me a couple days to get up to pace. After I was at pace, I realized that the easiest way to get my production done for the day, outside of any downtime or errors or any other issues, was to keep my spindles turning and earning. And that's a methodology I brought through my whole career on the shop floor. From the first machine I started on at that first shop, the twin spindle, twin turret, Hawachion mill, all the way through to the different machines I ran in that shop. I mean, I ran all kinds of controls in that shop. It was actually a really cool experience. Robotic loaders, everything else. And we're talking 20 years ago, people. I got to experience a lot of automation, a lot of high-end equipment, right out of the gate. First shop I ever worked in, 101 CNCs in Southern Ontario. Throughout the whole career, I just focused on keeping spindles turning, and I realized that as long as I kept my spindles turning, I was earning a profit for the company. I was earning my way through the company. And that allowed me to excel. And so when I was laid off, oil took a dump back in 2015. And at the end of the year, I got laid off. So I started beginning of 2016 working for a distributor, Thomas Skinner. My focus with them has been that same thing. Look, what can we do to keep your spindles turning and earning you profits and money? Whether it's setup production or changeover. Well, setup and changeover, kind of interchangeable words, I guess. Whatever it is. That I take all the different things that are whatever can happen to keep that spindle turn and earn. Now, it has been pointed out to me that in an R&D environment, that is not the key principle to keep going. However, in R&D and those slower pace, in those shops where the frequency isn't as high, the focus for me is still to make that time when the spindle's turning as efficient as possible. Because usually in those R&D and those smaller shops, the person who's running the machine is also programming the machine, could also be looking for the work. And so I want to make sure the time at the machine is as profitable as possible so that they have the most time to spend on the programming, the engineering, and getting more work into the shop available to them. And that's really the origin of why turning and earning has been my catchphrase at the end of the videos, and really my motto through the last few decades of manufacturing. Until next time, keep your spindles turning and earning.